Do you really need a website as a portrait photographer? You know what I mean? Because you've got Instagram, you've got Caviar, you've got LinkedIn maybe. Like, do you actually really need a website to show off your portfolio? There's a lot of photographers out there that have completely different opinions. Some say, yes, you should have a website. Some say you don't. So in this video, I'm going to tell you my opinion on the matter. And by the way, once you want to learn even more about how to make money in this business model as a portrait photographer, you want to check out my program in the top link below in the description, Photogenius University. That will give you a step-by-step guide to building up a profitable photography business. So if you're interested in that, click the top link below for more details, but let's get back into the video. Okay, so what is my opinion on the matter? Well, yes, you should have a website as a portrait photographer, and just having an Instagram account or a LinkedIn account is not good enough. What made me think of this video is just that I've seen so many photographers and other creatives in general, so makeup artists, stylists, even creative directors and stuff like that, that just don't have websites. They only have their Instagram accounts or their Caviar page or something like that. I just don't personally see this as enough. Like, yes, you should have an Instagram account, you should have a social media page, because that is where you're going to get the most traffic, because obviously everyone uses Instagram, most people use LinkedIn, so obviously people are going to find you on there. It's a good way to look at your portfolio, and obviously it's just a great way to market yourself as a photographer and your business. But your website should be the main thing people look for when they're trying to look at your full portfolio. Your Instagram account or whatever should just be like a snippet of the photos and of your portfolio. And I think it just makes you look 10 times more professional, because when you go onto that page, it's customly designed, so it's not just like Instagram where it's the same thing for everyone else. The template is the exact same, the layout is the exact same, but it's a custom way of showing off your photos, so you can really control what people see first, what people see last, where people go first. So you can, with the navigation, you can obviously customize it in that way. You can put your own fonts, own design in general. You can really express yourself in a creative way through simply just showing off your portfolio. I don't know about you, but when I look at businesses that only have like an Instagram page and the social media, that is it, no website, no domain, it just gives me very unprofessional vibes. It's very like amateur, like you just started out, you don't really take this seriously. Like, it just doesn't give me the vibe that you're professional and you can get the job done. Like, it doesn't have to specifically be in the creative business. It could literally be in anything, any business model. Let's say like, okay, let's say you're trying to get your roof fixed. I don't know what type of people fix roofs, right? But I don't know what they're called. But let's say you're trying to get, let's say a plumber. Let's say you want to get your sink fixed, right? Or like you get plumbing done in your house. If you find a plumber on Instagram and they only have an Instagram account, they don't have a website or anything like that, it's going to look kind of weird. In my opinion, I don't know about you, but it's going to look kind of off. Like, why don't you have a website? Like, why do you only have an Instagram account? Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't know, it's something about it. It's kind of like off-putting. It's kind of cringe in a way. It's kind of like, what is going on here? It doesn't really scream professionalism at all. So some reasons why you may not have a website right now. First reason, you're just too lazy to make one. So if you are too lazy, please make one, right? Just get off your ass and actually put some effort into it. Or B, you're just not willing to spend the extra money per month or per year to afford a domain or a website. Because if you really think about it, that is kind of pathetic. Like, you have a business and you're trying to make it a profitable business where you make a living from it, and you're not willing to spend $20, $25, maybe even less than that a month on a subscription to Squarespace or to GoDaddy or something like that for a website. Like, really? Like, you're being that tight with your money where you're not going to willing to spend like $20 on a website. Like, that says a lot about you and like your intentions with your business. And the good thing is, as a photographer, your website doesn't even have to be super creative and cool and different. You don't have to be a graphic designer to make a nice website. Like, with photographers, we actually benefit from a quite simple layout. Like, almost every fashion photographer, every portrait photographer's website that I see is very simplistic. It's basic fonts, black or white backdrop, and it shows off the photos. You can do it in different ways, but you can look on my website, for example, which obviously linked below. You can check out the website in the description, so you can kind of see what I'm talking about and what I've done. But you can see other fashion photographers, you can kind of see what they've done. I kind of draw inspiration from other fashion photographers. I just look at their websites and just see how I can kind of copy it or anything like that, because it's not like a unique design. Like, I mean, it's just a basic like portfolio tab, editorials, lifestyle or fashion. Like it's like portraits on there. Like it's very simple. About page and contact. Like it's very simple. Like it takes like, if you wanted to make a website, it would probably take you like a few hours to make. If you have a lot of photos and you want to show off a lot of things, you want to be a little bit more creative with it, what you show off first, and you're being very like intentional with it, probably take you like what, 5 hours maximum. You could probably spread that out through a couple of days, and like we want 1 hour a day. Like it won't take you any time at all. And again, having a website just makes you look so much more professional, because it's like you're entering a new world when you look at your portfolio. Like you have that custom domain, you have like your own, maybe you have your own like professional email, right? Like you have like your info at and your name or something like that. You have your name at your business name. It looks really professional like that. You have stuff like, again, when it's like customly designed and you've made it yourself with like what the layout and everything like that, the clients or the potential client that is looking at your portfolio, it literally is like they're entering a new world. They get to really experience your portfolio and look over your work without any distractions. It's not like Instagram where you can have ads on there. You're gonna see they're gonna like go on reels or something like that. Yeah, but they're like fucking, they're gonna start doom scrolling when they start like getting bored of your Instagram or something like that. You never know. But on your website, there's no distractions. There's nothing else to look at. It's just your work. You've got your about page on there, so you can put like a massive description of who you are as a photographer, what you're like as a person, give you your backstory, you know what I mean, telling people stuff like that. Instagram, you can't do that. I mean, obviously you could argue that you could do that for like highlight reels or something like that, but that's like, again, that's just cringe. That's so unprofessional. Just make a website. And also, when you're cold outreaching to potential clients or you're meeting clients in real life, you can link them to your website, which looks way more professional. Like giving them your business card with your website link in there, or sending them an email with a hyperlink to your website, to your portfolio. That looks way better than being like, here's my Instagram, guys. Here's my Instagram. Follow me on Instagram. You're trying to message like a big client and like the marketing team for a certain brand, and you're like, here's my Instagram, and they can see everything to do with your Instagram. What? Just send your website. When you have a website there, it looks way more professional. And it also just tells that person that you weren't willing to spend that extra money on a website. Because there's really no excuses to not have a website. If you really think about it, there is no excuses. It doesn't take that long to make. It really isn't that expensive. I use Squarespace personally, and that's like, for me, it's about just over, obviously in pounds in the UK, about 20, I think it's £28 a month, because I get the professional email with it too, with like my own domain email. Obviously I get my own domain, and obviously get my website, that sort of stuff. And I think it's actually cheaper because I've got the business plan, which makes you so you can sell stuff on there. Because I used to put products on my website, but now I don't. So technically I could downgrade to personal, which is like £16 a month, but can't be asked to do that. You know what I mean? So you can just do that. Like you're paying like £16, £20 a month on a website. You literally have no excuses. You're telling me you can't afford that. Like, unless you're like some broke students, but you're probably not a broke student if you're watching this, you know what I mean? So like, you can afford that extra expense. So my approach to this whole thing is having a social media page, like an Instagram, like a LinkedIn page. I mainly use Instagram. I don't really use LinkedIn that much. I know I should use it more, but I mainly use Instagram. I'm quite active on there, post my stories on there, post my work on there all the time. Have that, and then I use that to promote my business, to promote my portfolio, and then to funnel them into my website. So to funnel them into your website, link in the bio, tell them to click it or something like that. Full portfolio here or something like that. Maybe you just put it on your story a couple times a month or something like that. Like, your CTAing, your call to action is to that website link. So when people see it, that's when they get to really truly experience your portfolio and be convinced to buy from you, to buy your services, to contact you about a shoot. Another thing that you can do with Instagram is Instagram ads. So you can obviously pay for ads to promote your website, to promote your portfolio, to promote your Instagram account in general. I personally don't do this. I might actually start doing this because I've seen quite a lot of photographers doing this recently. Like when sometimes I do be scrolling on Instagram, not too much, but I try to limit it. But when I do occasionally see like the random Instagram ad from a photographer, and it's like just their account. It's just you scroll through and it comes up with their account, and it's just like what you call it, the carousel thing feature of just like a bunch of their photos, and obviously it links to their Instagram account or their website. Obviously click on that, and I've actually discovered a lot of photographers through this, so it could be a good method. Maybe not, because obviously if I'm getting it, that means that I'm not the ideal customer. Obviously I'm not going to buy from them, so maybe not the best, I don't know, but obviously it could be good for followers because they've probably gained a lot of followers from doing that. Obviously I've followed a lot of photographers that I've found through Instagram ads, so obviously that is a good thing too, gaining followers, looking better in the algorithm, you know what I mean, about some clients are a bit picky about Instagram followers for some reason. For photographers, they think you need 1,000+ followers to get work. Like, obviously that's not very likely, you don't have to, but there are some people that are picky like that, but for the most part, you'll be fine. And yeah, for your website, you can use Squarespace, you can use GoDaddy. There's probably loads of other different website domain like softwares or whatever, but I use Squarespace personally. And yeah, make sure it's a very minimalistic design. Don't make it super crazy and different. Because I have a student on my photography program, and I was talking to him like the other week. I was looking at his website, and it was quite different. Like the font was not the font, but like the design was trying to be very different and unique and creative, and it kind of messed up a little bit with like the software, like the design. Like the logo was at the top, but when you would scroll down, the logo would stay on the screen, so it would cover up the text and stuff like that, which is obviously not the best. And for that sort of stuff, you may run into those issues if you try to be too creative with it. But for the most part, you can be quite, even with like symbols and logos and stuff, like you don't even need a specific logo. Like I don't have a logo for my page. Most fashion photographers that I know don't even have like their own logos. They just have like their name, but it's in like cool text or something. That's it. Like for me, I have like, my thing is Joe Dawson, a line underneath the photo genius. Like that is literally it, right? I made it in Photoshop. It took me like 10 minutes to make. Like you don't need a real like cool design logo. It could be as simple as just your full name. So for the conclusion of this video, have a website. Don't just use a social media page, but have both. Use your social media page to promote your website. People look into your website. People will then book you through your website. People will still book you for your Instagram account too. So that's why you should have an Instagram account too, because people will see your Instagram and DM you on Instagram. But some people will also go on your website, contact you through email, through the form, and you get shoots that way. I get shoots through both Instagram and email. So that's my main source of work when it comes to people cold outreaching to me. So yeah. Anyway guys, that is it for the video. Thank you for watching. Again, if you want to learn more about how to make money in this business model as a portrait photographer, you want to learn about what type of work that you need to create to land clients, yeah, top in the description below, Photo Genius University, my photography program. I'll tell you exactly, I'll look over your portfolio basically. I'll personally look over your portfolio, tell you exactly what work that you need to create, tell you how to price yourself if you have this like situation where you're like, oh, should I book this shoot or should I do this shoot instead? Like very specific situations like that. Obviously I go on calls with you every single week, so I can help you with that. You can probably message me on Instagram or on the school, the software school, that's what it's called. And obviously you get access to courses that you can kind of see on the screen. Learn how to price yourself, learn about networking, basically learn about everything that I know about portrait photography, about making this a profitable photography business, and just learning everything there is to do about landing clients, because I land regular clients. I land about 1 to 3 clients every single month. I make a pretty good living from photography right now, and I feel like I'm just getting started. Like I feel like I got still so much to go. I can make 10 times more money than I actually do, but already in the more earlier stages of my career, I'm making a decent amount of money from it. So I'm probably in a higher position than you right now, so I can definitely teach you on how to get better. And I wish I had something like this when I first started, like a program like this. Also, it's only $47 a month. It isn't super expensive, like, oh, it's like a 10 grand program that you can join today. Like, no, it's $47 a month. It's no commitment. You can join for 1 month if you want to, and if you want to join for 1 month and see what it's like and leave afterwards, preferably you don't do that, because obviously I can go on calls with you all the time if you stay in the program. But if you want to stay for 1 month, that's completely fine. Stay for 1 month, but I want you to see what it's like in here. And yeah, that is it for the video. Thank you for watching. Again, top link below if you want to join the program. Click on any of these videos here to learn more about portrait photography, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.